Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Congregation or Tzion. We're delighted to have you with us. We are using a Sidur Lev Shalem as our prayer book, and you can access that for Kabbalat Shabbat at otaz.org/digital sidurim. otaz.org/digital sidurim. We were all horrified by the shooting in Boulder, Colorado this week, just as we were shocked by the shootings in Atlanta last week. This is a prayer for peace by Rabbi Naomi Levy. Let us live in peace, God. Let children live in peace, in homes free from brutality and abuse. Let them go to school in peace, free from violence and fear. Let them play in peace, God, in safe parks, in safe neighborhoods. Watch over them. Let husbands and wives love in peace, in marriages free from cruelty. Let men and women go to work and do their errands in peace, with no fears of terror or bloodshed. Let us travel in peace. Protect us, God, in the air, on the seas, along whatever road we take. Let nations dwell together in peace, without the threat of war hovering over them. Help us, God. Teach all people of all races and faiths in all the countries all over the world to believe that the peace that seems so far off is in fact within our reach. Let us all live in peace, God, and let us say, Amen. Sammy and Michelle Schwartz are going to lead us this evening. And we're going to begin on page 5 with Shalom Aleichem. Page 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 10, Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid Nefesh, Avarachaman, Meshochav El Retzonav, Yarutz Avtach Kemoya, Ishtachaveh Muhadarach, Kierov Lo Yedidutach, Minofet Sufechotam, Hadur Na'eh Zim Halam, Beharolach Noam Zivach Az Titchazek V'titrape V'haitalach Shivchat Olam V'tikyamu Rachamecha V'chuzna Abenohavach Ki ze kama nichsaf lirot betiferet uzach anayli machmad libi chushana ve'atitalam higalena ufros chaviv alai Etzukat shelamach Ta'ir eretz michvodach Nagila v'nizmecha bach Maher ahuv ki b'moed V'chaneni ki me'olam Yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 yananai nai nai yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 yananai nai nai yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 yananai nai 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 nai.
Page 11.
Neranena ladonai nari alatzur yishenu nekadma fanav betodah bizmirod nari alo nekadma fanav betodah bizmirod nari alo ki el gadol Adonai Umelach Gadol al kol Elohim Asher be'adam mechkerei haaretz v'tofot harim lo Asher be'adam mechkerei haaretz v'tofot harim lo. Arba'im shana kut bedor va'omar to'ev levavhem behem lo yadu derachai asher nishpati be'api im yevou naliluchati.
Page 13, Shirul Adonai.
Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basir Miyom, Le'yom Yeshuato.
Page 15. Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz.
Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz Yismechu Im Rabim Anan Barafel Svivav Tzedek Mishpat Mechon Kiso.
Oh, there, Adonai Sinu Rosh Or Zaru Elat Tzadik, Kol Yisrael Lev Simcha, Simchu Tzadikim Badonai, V'hodu L'zecher Kodsho. Page 17. Mizmor Shir Adonai Shir.
Mizmor Shir, Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash, Ki Niflot, Asa Hoshia Lo Yamino Zroa Kodsho. לפני אדוני קיבה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים במי ישרים.
Page 19. אדוני
מלך ירגזו עמים יושב קרובים תנות הארץ, אדוני בציון גדול ורמהו על כל העמים. רממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו לאדון רגליו קדושו.
You may rise if you wish, page 21.
מזמור לדוד. הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדר קודש. כל אדוני המים אל הכבוד ירים, אדוני מים רבים. כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון בסיריון, כמו בין רעמים. כל אדוני חוצץ לבודש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קודש. כל אדוני יכול אל איילות, ויחשוף יערות, ובהיכלו כולו אומר כבוד. אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
You may be seated. Page 23, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Shamor bezachor bedibur echad, Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, L'shemu tiferet v'litchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Likrat Shabbat v'chuven elcha, ki makor habracha mirosh mikedem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Mikdash melech, ir melecha, kumitzei metoch afecha, rab lach shevet be'emek habacha, vehu yachmol alaychem ra. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Idari me'afar klugi, livshi bigdei tifartecha mi al yad ben yishai bet halach mi karvai nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Torari, kiva orech kumi uri, uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, ונשבנך בלה, לא תבושי ולא תקומי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, אך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר עתילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. והיו למשיסה שועסייך, ורחקו חומר עלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתנה כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי, על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. בואי ושלום עטרת כלה, גם בשמחה ובצוהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשבנך בלה.
We offer the traditional words of comfort to the mourners on page 26. Hamakom yenachem etchem betok she'ar avelei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the divine comfort you along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Page 27. Tov lodot l'Adonai. It's good to give thanks to God. This is our weekly opportunity to focus on the good things that happened to us this past week. Think about all the good things and give thanks for them. Page 27.
Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer לשמחה עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, באמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות לאדוני. צדיק אתה יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה שתולים. בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ברעננים יהיו להקים, כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עלתה בו.
Page 29.
אדוני מלך כגוד לבש, אדוני עוז התעזר, אף תיקון תבל בל תימוד. מקולות מים רבים אדירים, בספרי ים אדיר במרום אדוני. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לביתך, נאווה קודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
Page 30, we invite the mourners and those observing Yartzeit to rise for Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divara kirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayichon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv. V'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mivarach leolam olmei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal. Shemei dekutsha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. My friends, Shabbat Shalom. Over the last few weeks, I've been talking about Pesach, and it is nearly here, tomorrow night. Tonight, I'll start by talking about Charoset. Of all the strange rituals of Pesach, Charoset might be the strangest. The Mishnah, which was edited about the year 200, tells us that we put it on our Seder plates even though it is not a mitzvah. The Talmud, about 300 years later, asks, if it's not a mitzvah, why do we need it? And the answer is, it is an antidote for the maror. The rabbis say that the poison juice of the bitter herb might harm you, but the charoset will protect you. Or the charoset might kill any worms in the maror. A very practical reason. But in the Talmud, the rabbis argue that maybe it is a mitzvah after all. Rabbi Levi says it reminds us of the apple tree from the Song of Songs that alludes to the Hebrews leaving Egypt. Under the apple tree I roused you, it was there your mother conceived you. This is a sexy explanation. The idea is that the Hebrew slave husbands were too exhausted to procreate. Their wives aroused them under the apple trees. And that is why charoset often contains apples. Although if you want to be scientifically precise, tapuach in ancient times probably meant apricot rather than apple. Rabbi Yochanan then says, charoset reminds us of the mortar the slaves used to make bricks. The spices in charoset are to remind us of the straw, while the charoset reminds us of the clay. And red wine or vinegar is often added to the charoset. Later rabbis say it is a remembrance of blood, although it's not clear whose blood is being referred to. Well, this is all very strange, but it is delicious. I eat charoset all Pesach week. Ashkenazi charoset usually contains chopped walnuts or pecans and apples, spiced with cinnamon and sweet red wine or grape juice. In Sephardi kitchens, it's more of a paste made from raisins, figs, and dates. And this is about the extent of my Charoset knowledge. But I will leave you with a question that you might ask people at the Seder. If you could, what bitterness would you want taken out of our world right now? What bitterness would you like removed from the world right now? You might discuss that for a few minutes at the Seder. Now I want to say a few words about Korech, the so-called Hillel sandwich. You may have thought that the Earl of Sandwich invented the sandwich, but actually it was Rabbi Hillel. Rabbi Hillel says we have to make a sandwich of matzah and Pesach, the Pesach lamb, and maror. Of course, the problem is we don't have a Pesach lamb anymore. So we make a sandwich of matzah and maror, and you can dip the maror in charoset, or dip the whole sandwich in charoset. Generally, Korech gets glossed over. We don't pay much attention to it because it comes at the very end of the magi, just before the meal. And of course, we're all in a rush to get to the meal. You know, normally we name sandwiches by what is in the middle. If you put peanut butter and jelly between two pieces of bread, that's known as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If you put pastrami between two pieces of bread, that's known as a pastrami sandwich. But as we said, Rabbi Hillel's sandwich, originally the idea was you would eat the Pesach lamb along with matzah and maror. But the sandwich that we eat today is missing the middle. There is no meat. We're supposed to think about the piece that is missing. It's meant to be a poignant moment, which can lead you to some great questions at the Seder. You can ask, what is missing at our Seder? Or who is missing at our Seder? The Gemara says that not all of the rabbis agreed with Hillel. Some said that you can eat maror and matzah separately. They don't have to be together. We've already said the blessing over the matzah and over the maror. So we really don't have to decide which opinion is correct, whether they should be eaten separately or eaten together as a sandwich. Can you imagine an episode of the TV show Iron Chef, where the chefs are given different ingredients and then they're asked to make something special out of what they're given? So let's imagine giving them matzah and maror. What would they make? What does the matzah taste like? Is the taste of the matzah important? The taste of the maror is important, the bitter herb. Horseradish or romaine. It has to have a bitter taste. Can you think of any other examples of combining different elements? Well, you know, we take the good and the bad, the good and the sad, the matzah and the bitterness, and we chew them all together. And this year, I think, because of the pandemic, I think the Korach is especially meaningful. It's been a bitter year, a very bitter year. Can we sweeten it with a little charoset? Can we eat it as a sandwich? The good and the bad together, the good and the sad. I'll leave you with this. There is a late 18th century German Haggadah called Marbe le Saper. And it says the following: even if you have bitterness in your heart, you should wrap it up with love. And that's what it says with reference to the Hillel sandwich. Even if you have bitterness in your heart, you should wrap it up with love. Some people hold on to their pain, while others don't let their hearts become bitter. If you have compassion for yourself, if you can start to deal with your own pain, then you are more likely to judge other people with compassion. We're not going to get rid of all of our pain. The pain is with us, but we don't have to focus only on the pain. I think that's what the Haggadah is telling us, what the Marbe le Saper is telling us. We don't have to focus only on the pain. We spend a night to remember our suffering, but we wrap it up inside good food and family togetherness, and we make it sweeter. We make it sweeter. I love the Yiddish greeting, a Zisen Pesach, a sweet Pesach. I wish you all a Zisen Pesach. We take up our prayer books once again, page 39. We invite you to rise for Baruch Hu.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch et Adonai, Amevorah. Baruch Adonai, Amevorah, Amevorah, Leolam Vaed. Amevorah, Amevorah, Leolam Vaed. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai, hamariv arabim.
Page 40.
Avat olam beit Yisrael, amcha avta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, v'shachveinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha, le'olam vaed. Ki em chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, ve'orech yameinu, ubahem nege yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatecha tasir mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinavtam levanecha v'dibarta bam ve'shibtecha beveitecha uvleftecha b'derech uvshafmecha uvkumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו תותבות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת להם ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בתל תכלת והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוות אדוני ואתם קדושים אלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
אדוני כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו ואנחנו ישראל עמו.
Page 44.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה מרים ובני ישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך
נדר בקודש נורא תהילה אוסף אלה.
מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי היום לפני משה זה דיונו ואמרו אדוני ילך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני כל ישראל.
Page 45, let's read together in the English, Peace in the Night. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmor Tzeitzenu v'leinu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Page 46, you may rise if you were able.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledortam berit olam. Beni uven b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledortam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledortam berit olam. V'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledortam berit olam.
Page 46.
Yikadav yikadash shemei Rabbah, Yikadav v'yikadash shemei Rabbah. Ve'amad yivrach yirteh ve'yamlich malchuteh v'chayechon v'yom echon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael v'gala uv'izman karib v'yimeru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lal me'amaya yitbarach v'yishtabach ba'arvit yomam v'yitnaseh Vitadar vitalal shmei dekudusha brechu leila mikol birchatav v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata tamiram be'alma v'yimeru Amen.
The Quiet Amidah, pages 47 through 52.
Shalom la'ava Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Ra'aba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam.
V'chol ha'shalom, ki ata melech adon, v'chol ha'shalom.
Shalom Ra'aba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'aba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam.
May remain standing for Vayachulu, page 53.
Vayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam, v'yechal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yishbo b'yom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, v'yavarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'yikadesh oto, ki bo shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah,
Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon
Kodesh Shamayim va'aretz. Magen Avot bidvaro, Mechayim eitim b'ma'amaro, Ha'el HaKadosh she'en kamohu, Haminiach le'amo, B'yom Shabbat kodsho, Kivam ratza laniach lahem, Kivam ratza laniach lahem, Lefanav navod beirav afachad, Menodeh lishmo bechol yom tamid, Me'od habrachot. El ha'odot, Adon ha'shalom, Mekadesh ha'shabbat, U'mevarach shevi, U'meniach b'kedusha, Le'amidu shnei oneg, Zecher lema'aseh bereshit. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Imotenu retzeh, B'mnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'ten chalkenu b'toratecha, Savenu mituvecha, V'samchenu b'yeshuatecha, V'taher libeinu le'avtecha b'emet, V'hafilenu Adonai Eloheinu V'yahava v'ratzon Shabbat kodshecha V'yanuchu v'Yisrael Mekadesh shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh haShabbat. Yikadav b'kadash merava,
Ve'amad yivrach yirtevim lichmachotev v'chayechonu v'yamechonu v'chayedecho beit Yisrael b'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'le'olamaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalel v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'rechu le'olam yinkol birchata v'shirata tishbechata v'nechamata Da'amiran v'yama v'imru. Amen.
Tikabel tzotanu v'otan decho Yisrael kadama v'hundi Shemaya v'imeru.
Amen.
Yehi
Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav huya oseh shalom aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'akol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen.
Our thoughts turn now to those in need of healing. Sammy, would you like to sing the Mishaberak song?
I think Michelle does.
Okay. Okay, Michelle, go ahead.
Mishaberak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberak Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Thank you. That was lovely. Page 56, we invite you all to rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabech la'adon ha'kol la'teit gedula le'otzer bereshit shelo asani kigoye haratzot velo samani k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo sam chalkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamona va'anachnu korim v'mishachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shemot hashamayim v'yoseh haaretz u'moshev yikarav hashamayim ima'al u'shminatu zav v'kaveh v'romim u'Eloheinu einot emet malkeinu efes ulatot kakatu b'torato v'yadat hayom v'hashavota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mima'al ve'al ha'aretz mitachat einot. Kakatu b'toratacha Adonai imlach le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
This week, the congregation marks the following yahrzeits. We remember Blanche Tauber, mother of Joan Marcus; Sylvia Geller, mother of Judith Reingold; Cecile Roth, sister of Stanley Pudnos; Gabriel Medress, father of Harvey Medress; Harold Corman, father of Elise Murick; Henry Grossbard, brother of Esther Jagerman, uncle of Helen Locke; Ruth Krasnow, mother-in-law of Doris Krasnow, grandmother of Gail Nokomovitz; Selma Fern, mother of Howard Fern; Barbara Winograd, mother of Elizabeth Kaufman; Esther Emmon, mother of Michael Emmon; Ethel Chernimus, mother-in-law of Nisha Chernimus; Irving Pfeffer, father of Jason Pfeffer; Joan Switow, mother of Harriet Cooperman; Leon Friedman, father of Laura Sharp; Mort Morrison, brother of Joan Sheff; Ann Epner, mother of Michael Epner. Jean Greenspan, sister of Sarah Schutzbank. Paul Akbari, father of Susie Appleman. Saul Freed, father of Marcia Weisberg, grandfather of Sammy Schwartz. Werner Marcus, father of Gary Marcus. Ida Ann Manetta, grandmother of Betty Hirsch. Isidor Komenetsky, father of Myra Alport. Max Jaffe, father of Lawrence Jaffe. Mickey Allen Cohen, father of Mark Cohen. Ray Minarski, grandmother of Judy Searle. Becky Sheff, mother of Sumner Sheff. Eileen Vanderwerf, mother of Madonna Cooper. Leah Goodman, great aunt of Robert Young. And Martin Feinstein, father of Stephen Feinstein. We invite you to add your own names silently. We gather the souls of our loved ones together and rise from Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'almadi v'rakirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechom v'yomechom u'v'chayei dekol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela mikol berchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalom Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'romav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Our thanks to Sammy and Michelle for leading us this evening. It's my pleasure to call upon Gail Nakamovitz, who will make a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi Klatzker, Sammy, and Michelle Schwartz. Wow, for leading us in services tonight. Michelle, really, it was really the Michelle and Sammy Schwartz show, but great job. Thank you, Scott Wiegand, again for the technical assistance. Everything worked great. If you have an upcoming birthday or anniversary and would like to receive a special blessing on Zoom during Shabbat services, please contact the synagogue office. Check the weekly e-bulletin and website for details on our upcoming events, including be sure to register for the virtual second night Passover Seder with clergy this Sunday, March 28th at 5:30. Visit otaz.org/Seder to learn more. Passover services will take place on March 28th and 29th at 9:30 a.m. In observance of Pesach, the synagogue office will be closed on Monday, March 29th. Join us on April 9th for Shabbat in the Park with Rabbi Aviva Funke and Cantor Rubenstein. Learn more and sign up at otaz.org/park. Please check our website and weekly e-bulletin for important information on services and virtual program details. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, thank you. And we invite Michelle to lead us in Kiddush now, page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesh b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikrayeh kodesh, zacher l'tzion mitzrayim, ki banu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodesh ve'ahava u'ratzon yinchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen. Shabbat shalom, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.